Previously, I'm building a Honda Civic SI. We got an old SI sitting for about 6 years outside. It was wrecked initially and just left. We took it home, did the brakes, worked on the airbags, and put the rebar in, and that's where we left off. Then the belt came in.
Yeah, and like when we were doing the belt, we didn't know that there was a technique for it, because what were we using again?
We were using the push bar we used to pull bolts.
Yeah, and it wasn't working.
The breaker bar, yeah.
Yeah, one of the time we think we ordered the wrong belt, but it wasn't. We were just using the wrong tool.
Because it kept going wrong, the belt wasn't fitting. We thought we were doing something wrong. We thought there were parts of the car that weren't even fitting right. The alternator maybe wasn't fitting right, but everything fit right. The belt wasn't just getting in. And then we got that, and finally got the belt in.
Hold it down with that hand. There.
The bottom part is okay?
Everything.
Yeah.
Because we changed the sensor in the radiator. I think it's the sensor that on it is bad, but it wasn't.
Cost me $75. Not bad. And now I'm getting the thermostat out, so I'll keep you guys posted.
Trying to pull those bolts, they were like really seized up, and like when you spin it, it was kind of rhyming, so it was just a headache getting it out.
It took us a day, almost a day to get the alternator out. And again, we're not experts in any way. And the car was running finally.
Yeah, it was running, but when it was running, we were using the same alternator that was in it. Not the alternator, the radiator.
Yeah.
Because we changed the sensor in the radiator. I think it's the sensor that on it is bad, but it wasn't.
We didn't even know it was overheating that bad until we took it out on the first drive.
Yep.
Yeah. So we took it out on the first drive that day, and we drove for about up onto the shell. Like how many minutes? 5 minutes?
Yeah.
Drove for about 5 minutes, and immediately hell broke loose. The car started overheating. It wasn't even accelerating past like 2,000 RPMs.
The reason, because we didn't have an intake, so it wasn't passing 3,000 RPM, and we thought it was like a different problem.
Yes.
But overall, it runs. It's here. We still have a lot of work to do. There's still a lot of things to look at, like our brakes, find out why they're not holding, and why we're getting a lot of boost creep in the engine. So we're gonna try to figure that out as well.
So we eventually got the OEM air box or breather box. Where did you get the breather box?
The guy from Port Perry hooked us up.
Some shady guy we met marketplace and bought like an SI breather box from him, and we met him at a Tim Hortons at like midnight on a Friday night.
Yeah.
For like $20, and it was like the sketchiest thing we've ever bought. But yeah, that fixed our RPM issue, and it was now down to the heating issue. That was like,
the heating issue, we'll buy a used alternator.
oh yeah,
It was leaking, so it was leaking way harder than the next alternator.
Oh, God.
So
Try to fit it all in. Let's see if we can get that done. So this is the old AC condenser. It was busted right there.
we thought it was like the thermostat, so we used back Oro.
Guys, I get the old thermostat out and I put in the new thermostat. As you can see right there, right behind this wire. Yep. So now I'm fitting back up, and I'll let you guys know how it turns out.
Radiator, and then it was still overheated. You said there is one like there's one issue right now.
Yes.
No, you said if it's not the radiator, it's the water pump.
Yes, those are the only two things I could think of.
Yep.
We had to get like 3 radiators in like a span of like 4 days or something.
Yeah. And we get it and finally like put it together, stop overheating, and it was like, okay.
Loving how you wind up for me. Tonight is all on me.
Feeling the stress is over. Time to get it on the road.
Oh God! Holy shit! It should now.
Loving the way you move around me. No more delay. No, you can wait to shut it down. Want to show me how you work it. I can't find no flaws, you perfect. Cause every time that you come around my way, I keep falling digging. I keep falling digging. And every time that you come across my mind,
Alright, so that's what it looks like. A car that's not overheating anymore.
In love. The way that you move, wanna connect with you like Bluetooth. No touching, that's my boo-boo. Your love, they do me voodoo. She's my new boo. I'm watching her like YouTube. I wanna ride like choo-choo. Your love, they do me cuckoo. Hey, yeah. Loving the way you move around me.
And we, for the first time, took it out on the road, drove it fine, comfortably for an hour.
Yeah.
And it drove fine. So the car is back on the road. The car is doing great. We've come a long way. We've learned a lot getting the car to the road. This is like one of the first biggest projects we've ever done in this condition. So it took a lot.
Yep.
It was interesting. So I think the next time we'll have the car on the channel would be when we finally get it back, because right now it's been sent to structural. Mechanic has to look it over, make sure we didn't mess it up, make sure everything is done right. So the next time we'll be bringing the car on would be when we'd be matching the body panels and all. Yeah, that's it. So I want to say thank you all for watching, and we'll see you next time. Peace. Cheers.
No, you can wait to shut it down. Want you show me how you work it. I can't find no flaws, you perfect. Cause every time that you come around my way, I keep falling digging. I keep falling digging. And every time that you come across my mind, I keep falling digging. I keep falling digging. In love.